Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Sharon's Nail Art and More. Excuse the moving on my camera if you can notice that. I'm just going in here with some OPI Band-Aid. I've already put the tips on. As you can see, my sister's nail beds are very, very little, so I always have to apply the tips a certain way, file and shape them a certain way. Her thumb is a little bit bigger, so it makes it a little easier. And then I'm going to go in with 2 coats of Mia Secret primer. This is acid free. And I'm going to do 2 coats. One and then one right before application. And I'm going to be applying a very thin layer of clear right before the color. And I'm going to be using netting as she's going to do like a mermaid-esque type of feel on some of the nails. I'll be doing ombre, so you could just watch and see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to add a little bit of clear here. You don't want too much, and you don't want any on the cuticle. And guys, like I said, this is my first video, so if it's not very professional looking, I apologize. I will be getting a better system set up though, that I promise. I'm looking to do more of these videos because I really would. I mean, this is my passion and I really want to do this, you know, for a living. This Great Pop, the pigment comes from Deborah Sweeney, and I just mixed it with my acrylic, my clear acrylic. So I'm just gonna basically paint it on like a thin layer. You don't want your nail too thick, you know, because you're gonna go in and encapsulate it as well. And my next color I'm gonna go in with is some of this Cinderella Blue, also a pigment from Deborah Sweeney. She sells her pigments and they mix beautifully. And I'm going to go in with that at the cuticle. So there goes the ombre. It's kind of like a metallic, sparkly type of feel. I'm going to add a little bit more purple, and then I'm going to pull the netting over it and then add my mint green color here, which also is a pigment from Deborah Sweeney. So I'm just going to get my netting ready, and I got this from Joann Fabrics. Right? And then you just pull it down over the acrylic. And make the impression. Okay, so you see you have the impression in there. Yeah, I'm going to add the green color over it. And the stones, she actually picked these colors because of the stones that we have, the Swarovskis. So I'm gonna let this dry. So I think I'm gonna do another ombre on this nail with the blue and green. I'm gonna start about here and work your way over, pat it out side to side. Bring down your sides because you don't want your sides to be bulky. We have a coffin kind of slash ballerina nail. And then you just kind of feather the tip up a little, top. My way in with the mint. You don't need too much because, like I said before, her nails are not very big, so I work my way from side to side. And we could do another mermaid-esque nail with this. I'm going to use the purple and probably blue over it. What I'll do is I'll do the whole nail in purple. Use the netting. So I'm just going to kind of go over that in blue. And it's okay if it's thick right now because we're going to file it down anyways, so. And we could do a marble nail on this one. So what we'll do is we'll just kind of take a couple colors. So I'll come back to that one and let that dry and move on to the thumb. I like a lot of shimmer to it. I like the pigments like that. You paint on the green and kind of fill in those gaps. And then once I file it down, you'll see the mermaid scales. And that's what's so cool about it. Now, and hopefully you guys are okay with how my first video came out. I'll take any critique I can get. Just be nice, guys. So if you have any constructive criticism, I am open to hearing it and bettering my video process. So again, like I said, this is pretty much my first kind of, not my first because I've done it before on video, but not like this. So I'm going to take my file, excuse the noise, and I'm going to file down this color here because it's dry. So you guys will see the design revealed. And I probably will encapsulate on camera, so you'll be able to see that process as well. It's a pretty long video, so I'm gonna have to definitely downsize it a little bit, speed it up. So like I said, and then you have the ombre on the thumb. I have to encapsulate this. Let me see your other hand. And this is the other hand with the mermaid scales. Once you start encapsulating, obviously these designs are going to come to life because I'm trying to show you so that it's not blocked. hard. And then go from the top. It's easier to do it like that on her nails just because a one ball method, obviously my brush is not big enough for that necessarily. I mean, there's always ways to do it, but her nails are very small. And so I really one more small ball at the stress point here, right underneath. And drag it down. You'll know that everything is encapsulated properly because it'll be matte in color. Once you file and clear coat, then you will have yourself a gorgeous revealed design. If you have any questions or advice for me, like I said, you could pop it down below. You really don't need a thick nail, ladies, so don't overdo it. Don't overguess yourself. And you're going to have that natural kind of how it comes up to your stress point and then goes down. You could file it and get your shape too, but the whole point is to do your acrylic properly so that you don't have to do a lot of filing. My ceramic round top drill bit, and this is a safety drill bit. I actually got this from Todak USA. So I started with this drill bit here. I got this from AliExpress, and I got it because Sophie's Bespoke Nails, she uses it too. And it's to get back here at the cuticle to get it as thin as you possibly can. So I've already done that process, and now I'm just using my round top ceramic in a medium grit just to get the desired shape with the rest of the nail. And so I go over the whole surface like this one time all the way to the bottom, and then I go over it like this. And now on the other hand, what's the other hand? It's on this finger too, but once I clear coat it, you should be able to see it better. I do my own nails. I don't usually do this right hand because I do people's nails with that hand. But this is the shape that you want. You want it to be lowest at the cuticle, come up to your stress point, and then come back down. So you make sure your shape is good. Make sure the thickness is good. Perfect. 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 Hi guys, so I'm back and I have clear coated with my clear coat of choice, which is the IBD Intense Seal UV No Cleanse Top Coat. I also use this when I apply the hollow pigments or the chrome pigments. Is apply the Kiwi Beauty Secrets cuticle oil, and I always like to wait till the hands have cooled down a little bit before I apply the oil because it will cause the top coat to get like cloudy. And this is her finished set, everybody. She wanted the colors exactly the same on both sides, so that's what I did. And that is the finished result. So thank you all so much for watching and being a part of my first video on YouTube. And I will see you on the next one. So bye.